everybody. Karen Jones here, pointofview.me.com. How's everybody doing today? Yes. The question today is, how does food really affect your body? Well, I've been asking that question for many years now. When I was much younger, as many of you I'm sure will find, when you're younger, you have a different metabolism, quote unquote, and as you get older, it changes, and that's why you see a lot of middle-aged people who are pretty large. But the thing is, how does food really affect your body? There are so many different thoughts around this all around the world. There are some people, for example, I was watching Bill Maher. I love Bill Maher. And Bill Maher he's a comedian, but he's also an activist on many levels, a liberal who has a lot of very, very extreme points of view about a lot of things. But one of the things he asked a Harvard doctor who was on his show the other day, he asked him about nutrition. He said, come on. He said, why doesn't anybody talk about nutrition? Why don't doctors tell you more about food and how it affects your body? And I agree with him. There's not a lot of information about nutrition. Doctors don't want you to know about certain, how certain foods you might be eating could be affecting your body. I mean, wasn't it Aristotle that says that your food, what you eat, is really, it's like medicine for your body? Access consciousness has a similar point of view about that. That, food is like, it triggers certain things in your body. And every single body is completely different. Nobody's exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you like my hat? I know my hat's pretty funny. I love it. I wanted to wear something to lighten the mood. Because there's so many points of view about food that people have. Access says that you really should ask the food, ask your body if that's what it would like to eat. Because your body really knows. Your body has its own separate consciousness, which I think is a very, very interesting way of looking at it, because your body has its own mind. It's not just an organism. You know what I'm saying? It's not an organism that you stuff stuff into. Then on the other hand, if you listen to Abraham is also another very, very powerful being that speaks through this lady, that is channeled through this woman. And they say some cool stuff about how you feel about it, or how you think about a certain food really creates what happens with that food. And then again, there are certain foods that resonate better with you than others. One of the things that she emphasized was that you should eat food that doesn't have a lot of crap in it. I'm sorry, that's a judgment. A lot of preservatives. The closer you get to food that has energy, as opposed to food that's dead, it's going to be better for your body. Now, of course, everybody is different. And as my mother says, everything in moderation. So if there's food that you really love, and quote unquote, everyone tells you, oh, you shouldn't eat that food, it's not good for you. Excuse me? Isn't that a judgment? And yes, perhaps there are foods that if you eat them over and over and over again, like if you eat at McDonald's, it's been proven if you eat it over and over and over and over again, you're eventually going to gain a shitload of weight. Excuse the shitload. But it's true. So look, I'm not trying to come to any conclusion with this whole discussion about food. What I'm really trying to get to is, if it makes you feel really good, then I don't think you should deny your body that food, and I'm sure your body would be fine with it. But just to be sure, you might want to start asking your body, because your body will have a certain point of view or a certain feeling with it. You can try muscle testing. Look that up. Google that. And muscle test your food. See what your body says about it, about what it is you're putting into it. And that's all I have to say about that today. I'm sure we'll have more discussions around it. In the meantime, enjoy the food you eat, and make sure your body enjoys it too. Karen Jones, pointofview.me.com. Have a great day. Woohoo!